Hello there, we are back again. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done one of my Artiness Life Journeys. Been busy boy, and things have gone on as well. Here we go. Anyway, let's pick up from where we left off. We're now on to part 8. We are still at Blackpool and Fylde College on the foundation course, and I just started in the last episode to talk about the three-dimensional stuff. Well, this little lot here are part of the other three-dimensional things that I got up to whilst at the college. I'm going to start off with woodwork. As you can probably guess, the woodwork I did wasn't awfully conventional woodwork. This is the sort of stuff that I got up to here, making this. I was quite into skulls at the time, and I decided to have a go at making something like this. Now, if you think back to the last episode, I showed you a picture of Frankenstein that I did in layers of card. This actually started out as layers of wood, and I can just show you that with that picture there. Okay, so it's layers of chipboard all stuck together, and once I'd done that, I then added an attachment to a pillar drill, and you could literally grind away and smooth the layers together to create the skull shape. I then had the problem of making these horns, and if you see closely, these horns are made out of different blocks of wood stuck together and then laminated on the side with other blocks of wood stuff on there. So we ended up getting this curved shape here, and again it was all squared blocks which I then rounded off. This took quite a while to do, but I love doing it. The only problem with wood is, make a mistake, you can't stick anything back on. Clay you can, not with the wood. But that, I really enjoyed doing that. I love doing that. Look, this model here. So that was one of my woodwork projects. The other one, I've not got the whole thing to show you. The only thing I've got left is this fella here. Again, linking back to, remember the little Mohican figures that I did out of papier-mâché? Well, this is another one here, but this one was part of a wind machine. And, well, I'll show you the drawings first. First of all, I sketched loads of ideas down here, and it's all to do with having these little cups which caught air, which would rotate round and round, and as they rotated round and round, there's a little bend in that there. It pivots, so it pushed the rod backwards and forwards there, which pushed the rod backwards and forwards here, which pushed the rod up and down here, and that was the basis for my little wind machine. And what I came up with was this little model here, where we've got a bother boy. So we've got his arms coming back down here and down there, holding onto his braces, and so as this went round and round, what ended up was his tongue came in and out, so the wind would power it, so moving round and round, and it would all go round and round and stick in and out. Totally bonkers, but again, something else I really love doing, and it's all carved by using saws and the power tools as well. Really enjoyed doing stuff like that. But like I say, mistakes could happen, and mistakes did happen, and to be honest, I really fell in love with working with clay. And these, I did 3 of these. One of them was left at the college, wanted to keep it. But I did 3 of these models here, which are basically half human, half animal, reptile, stuff like that. And what I wanted to do, to make it quite sculptural, you'll notice on here, like we've got the arm missing, so you're actually seeing inside this model here. These were made out of what we call slabs, so flat pieces of clay for the body, and then coils, long sausages, which you coil round and round and round and round and round to make the basic head shape, and then extra clay added on to add the features. And again, you know, it's something that I really enjoyed doing, and I came up with sketches for the bodies, things like that there. And then you can actually see here how I'm picking on ways of doing the creatures. So we've got that one there, we've got the roaring lion head there. All just working it out beforehand. And this one looks like Mr. T from the A-Team. That there was the fishman on that there. And I have to have a picture of all three of them. You should be able to see it there. That's what they all look like in the end. So I really got into the clay, and that set my mind for what I would do after foundation course, which is what the foundations course is all about. And this made me think, yep, I want to carry on mainly with the clay. I mean, the course I went to did cover wood, metalwork, clay work. The course I went to at Manchester Polytechnic, but I will tell you more about that in the next episode of my arty journey. So that's it for now. We are up to date. See you again.